The resonance is stabilizing barely. Lyra's voice was a shimmering echo in the lab, her form flickering with temporal energy. Elias, hunched over a diagnostic console, ran a trembling hand through his thinning hair. 78%, we need to push it to 90, or the fracture will expand. Elias stared at his hands, feeling a profound disconnect. The lab hummed around him, a familiar symphony now laced with a dissonant undercurrent of fear. He remembered flashes. A woman's face, filled with a heartbreaking sadness. A swing set in a park bathed in the warm glow of a late afternoon sun. A name Melina. But the memories felt distant, like echoes from a dream he couldn't quite grasp. I don't understand, he stammered, his voice barely audible above the lab's persistent drone. I didn't design those drones. I don't recall anything about them. He pointed to a holographic schematic displayed on a nearby screen. The drones, sleek and predatory, were unlike any he's ever conceived. They bore a chilling resemblance to the armored figures he's glimpsed in fragmented visions. Don't play coy, Elias, Elias snapped, his eyes filled with a mixture of worry and accusation. Someone is actively manipulating the Martian timeline. Someone is using your designs you claim you don't remember, to destabilize the entire sector. Suddenly, a voice crackled through the lab's intercom. It was cold, impersonal, devoid of any human warmth. Containment Protocol Omega 7 is now active. All personnel are to stand aside and allow for the secure relocation of subject Elias Finch. Figures in archaic armor, their helmets obscuring their faces, materialized in the doorway. They moved with a chilling efficiency, their weapons charged and ready. The order is interfering, Lyra observed, her form shimmering more intensely. They believe Elias is the source of the disturbance. Before Elias could respond, a swirling vortex of energy ripped open in the center of the lab. He felt a dizzying sensation, a lurching draw, and then he was standing in a different place entirely. A dark, cavernous chamber, bathed in the eerie red glow of the Martian landscape. He wasn't alone. Standing before him, bathed in the same red light, was a figure identical to himself. The same haunted eyes, the same hesitant posture, the same nervous fidgeting. "Hello, Elias," the figure said, his voice a distorted echo of his own. Or should I say architect? Elias recoiled, a primal fear gripping his heart. "Who are you? What do you want?" The figure smiled, a chillingly familiar expression. "I am what you will become. I am the culmination of your potential. I am the orchestrator of the Weaver's Gambit." Before Elias could process the words, the tavern began to tremble. The ground beneath his feet cracked, and a cascade of debris rained down. He felt a sudden, violent pull, a wrenching sensation as the chamber collapsed around him. He was back in the Chronos Initiative Labs, sprawled on the floor amidst a scene of chaos. The armored figures were advancing, their weapons pointed directly at him. Elias stood frozen, his face a mask of horror and accusation. "You're the problem, Elias," Elias whispered, his voice trembling. "You're the one destabilizing the timeline." "What echoes are you referring to?" Elias asked, desperately trying to understand. Suddenly, another voice cut through the tension, a distorted whisper emanating from the intercom. "The Watchers are coming.